The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. We teach you well, peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity, teaching the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, and prophesying against Mount Seir. This is why women need a man in the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, women are randomly getting attacked, all right? And this is actually like a thing that's happening more and more as the days get on. And I want to open up with another scripture real quick. All right, and you see, you women, you in for a rude awakening. You know, that spirit in the earth right now that I don't need no man. Whatever a man can do, I can do better. You know, niggas ain't shit. All that shit is going to be thrown out the window very soon. In the time of Jacob's trouble, you're going to have a lot of women that are going to get, destroyed, okay? Judgment is coming down on these wicked women, man. Right, but this is Matthew 24 and 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right, we living in that time. But I'm going to play a little piece of this video, just the beginning. And, it might be a little hard to see. But you can find these videos all over the internet of women just randomly getting attacked. You know, some in broad daylight, some, in the nighttime. Then I got this article too that reads, woman raped by an armed man in daylight attack. And this just came out 16 hours ago. All right, a woman was walking, it says on Brandon Road, when her attacker approached her. Right. So things is not looking pretty for you women, man, especially you single ladies, you hot girls. You through in the time of Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. Not a good time to be a single lady, not a good time to be a hot girl. You're going to be getting thrust through, okay? And this is the judgment from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. A lot of these women have mistreated men, disrespected men, all right? Had that spirit of I don't need a man, niggas ain't shit. That whole spirit that's going out in the world, that's going to be brought to an end speedily. But go ahead and I'm going to play this video just a few seconds, and then I'm going to skim through it because we know how YouTube gets down. But check this out. All right, so you saw that's all I'm going to play, and then I'm just going to skim through. As you can see in the video. All right, you got these three women walking. Right, three women are just walking, and then you got this dude that just come up behind and snuff one out. Okay, and then starts beating them all up. All right. And this is why in the time of Jacob's trouble, even right now, a woman, you're supposed to have a husband, and you're not supposed to be gadding abroad, okay, with all this liberty, walking freely, So if you're equal to men, like the old saying is, equal rights, equal fights, right? All right. Well, why did this man take on three women? All right, because it's scientifically proven or proven in general, even proven in the scriptures that, men overpower women. Okay. The woman was created for our sakes. In the kingdom of heaven, you ain't gonna have no single ladies, man. That single lady spirit is gonna be out. Every woman is gonna have a man. All right. And this is why the scriptures say 7 women shall take hold of one man, and a man shall be, more precious than fine gold. And that's talking about a man of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. The times we coming into, for you women out here, you're gonna want a man of the Lord, man, because the men of the Lord are gonna be protected. Okay, and even some of the men are gonna have spiritual power. But you're not gonna be a target like this if you have a man next to you. Okay, see, these women were vulnerable, walking the streets of wherever, in the middle of the night, gadding abroad, over much liberty, and end up getting, attacked. All right, but this is at the end of the day, this is judgment from Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai too, man. All right, and this is going to be happening more and more as the days go on. So now's a time to, for you women, especially newer women that are coming into this truth, to really humble yourself down and preparing yourself to be a wife to one man. Okay, learning how to be a wife, learning how to be a pillar of rest, because in the time we coming into, that's another thing. Your nice smile, your body, that's not gonna really get the attention of the men of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. The men of Yahweh Bashmi Shai are going to be looking at your spirit. Right? And obviously, men are attracted to the outward, but you might be a good looking woman in that day, and you might be seeking help from a man of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. But if your spirit ain't right, you're going to get rejected. Okay, so we're coming into a time where that's going to be the fate of a lot of women. You're going to have a lot of so-called pretty women or attractive women that are going to get rejected because their spirit just isn't right. You know, a, a, a big butt and a nice smile is not going to be able to save you in the time we coming into. See, we live in a world now where women are worshipped. Okay, men will will literally worship these women. And these women are wicked as hell, man. A lot of all these women, they got a different man for every day of the week. They got they're pretty much harlots. Okay, so in the time we coming into, you're gonna wish that you had one man, that can protect you in a time of destruction. All right, when death and famine, and you got men with demons on them creeping out. You're gonna wish that you had a man by your side. But hey, for all you women out there in that spirit of I don't need no man, like I said, whatever a man can do, I can do better. Keep that same energy, all right? Keep that same energy when you got these, psychopaths come up, walk up on you, and start snuffing shit out. And then what's funny is when if this were to happen to the so-called black woman or even the Latino woman, as soon as this happens, the black woman and the Latino woman go to crying. Where was the man at? Where was the black man when we need him most? Where was the Latino man when we need him most? Well, you done rejected him. You done, used him. You done, spat upon him. You done, talk shit to him. And now when you need him most, you crying out. All right. It's like the old story, the boy who cried wolf. All right. So let me read that one more time. It says Matthew 24:12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And the love of many on this earth is waxing ice cold. Okay, in general, all around the board, not just to you women, but even to the men. Okay, but especially for you women, because you women, when there's a time of destruction, when there's a time of a war, the most vulnerable are women and children. Okay, so when all hell breaks loose in America and they shut the lights out, who's going to be, the most vulnerable is going to be women and children, and that's the times we're coming into. We're coming into a time. We go into it all the time. A time of Jacob's trouble. Right, we inching closer and closer. We're only seconds away, days away, before all hell breaks loose on this earth. And right now, you got a whole bunch of I'm a single ladies, worshiping Beyonce, worshiping a Doja Cat, worshiping Sexy Red. They trying to be just like Sexy Red. And women like that are through. Okay, that's why when Jacob's trouble happens, you're gonna have cumbrellas and weaves all down the road. You might see a woman's leg over here, her arm over there, because it's going to be ugly. All right. Especially for you women. If this is happening now, how much more in a completely lawless society? If this is happening when the police are still roaming the streets, imagine when there's no more police you call 911. That's what we're coming into too. You're going to try to call 911 sometimes, and you're going to go straight to dial tone. Right, you're gonna get no answer. All right, so you wicked women better wake the fuck up. All right, and it's all right. Most of y'all just gonna have to learn the hard way. Like the scriptures say, the same must know it after death by pain. All right, a lot of the 2/3, is women. Okay, because there is more women on this earth than men. And there's a reason for that, because a man is supposed to have more than one wife. And trust me, in that time, when all hell breaks loose, you women ain't gonna be worried about that at all. Okay, you're gonna be worried about your protection. Okay, and you're not gonna worry about if your man has other women. Okay, and these other women are not just gonna be your Sexy Reds or Meg Thee Stallions. Right now, they're gonna be humble, lowly women, respectful women, the elect ladies, because there are going to be ladies that are going to be saved. There are going to be women that are repenting, that are coming back to the Lord. But for the most part, these women are through, bro. Okay, and they're going to be, caught off guard. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to be, left out here. Okay, and the time of destruction. All right, so let me go ahead and grab another scripture real quick. And actually, let me pull this up. This is what I was talking about right here. A woman raped by armed man in daylight attack. This was 16 hours ago. It says the grape of a woman by an armed man in Woodland has promoted a 2-day police presence near the scene. The victim in her 20s. Okay, so it's young women. Okay, and a lot of these young women are through. And this is another reason why you ain't supposed to be out here showing your ass to everybody. I mean, now it's horrible. Now, what women wear outside is, disgusting. Okay, it's really prostitution. She's prostituting herself. Okay, showing her body to every and anybody. All right, and you wonder why, shit like this happens. Which obviously this man was, a psychopath. Bugged the fuck out. But these women out here are, flaunting and showing everything they got. You're making yourself a target. That's why you're supposed to be dressed modestly. Okay, let me actually grab that real quick. There's a reason for all of this, man. All right, and now the way these women dress, and they'll be dressed like, harlots when they're, 13, 14 years old. You'll see a woman, you might even look at her and think she's a grown woman by the way she's dressing, and the whole time she's, 10 years old, 12 years old. Because these women, a lot of times are raised by their single mothers, and the mother's a hoe, so she grew up to be the same way. All right. Scriptures tell you that as the mother is, so is the daughter. All right. And these women are these, young women out here that are acting a fool and acting like, hood rats and, harlots and prostitutes. They learn that directly from their mother. All right. The mother might have, 5, 10 different dudes walk in within a month, into the house, in and out of the house, so these women follow after their mother, which is another reason why you're supposed to have a father in the house, man. Okay. The father figure is very important in the house, especially in the house where there's a daughter involved. Okay. We see all these, we see all these women, what they got what they call daddy issues. Okay. And some sick shit going on with these women, man. But it says the victim in her 20s was walking along Brandon Road in Binley Woods, Warwickshire, before she was taken to a wooded area and attacked. Okay. Officers said she had been approached by an unknown man who threatened her with a bladed object last Monday between, I believe that's 2 and 3 o'clock. All right. So broad daylight, men taking these women to the woods, So how much more in the time of Jacob's trouble, bro? In the time of all hell breaking loose, when, there's a lawless society, people are kicking in doors. You women are going to fully understand why you need a man. Okay. See, in the time we coming into, a man of Yahweh Shemiel Shah, we don't need a woman, for survival. We can survive. They actually had they did an experiment where they put like 20 women and 20 men on an island, for survival, and the women were, panicking and struggling on the first night. I think it was like they had them out there for like 10 days or 20 days. I don't know the exact details, but you can look it up. They had this, it was an experiment they did. I believe it's on YouTube, where they put 20 women on an island, and then they put 20 men on an island, to practice their survival skills. And the women were through, the first night, but the men, they were, starting fires. They were making stuff and, making shelters, starting fire, fishing, making sure everything was good. The women were, struggling on the first night. So in the time we coming into a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we don't need a woman, but the man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord's going to have it to where you have women. But when it comes to survival of the fittest, actually surviving in a time of death and destruction, this is why women need men. Okay. So and all you women that don't understand this, hey, to hell with you. All right. You're gonna see your body laid out, your wig over here, your umbrellas down the road, and we just gonna say hey, another one bites the dust. All right. This is Shalom Naquam. Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Yeah, we coming into a time of destruction coming, man. All right, especially to you women. All right, but this is 1 Timothy 2:9, concerning how a woman should be dressing, which nowadays that shit is horrible. Okay, I mean, you go outside and she'll have a husband at home. She'll have a full-blown husband, and her ass will be all out, her breast all out, got the cumbrellas, because these women are through. So in a time of a lawless society, women like that are going to be a target, okay, by these psychopath men out here, okay, these degenerate men, that got demons on them, okay, and they're going to be taking women left and right. Women are going to be going missing. I'm going to do a quick statistic check real quick. How many black women went missing? How many so-called black women went missing in 2023? All right, check this out. Go ahead and share the screen. Just a quick statistic check. All right, I just typed in how many black women went missing in 2023. It said, according to the National Crime Information Center, more than 97,000 black women were reported missing in 2022. So-called black women and girls make up about 18% of all missing person cases in the United States. Okay, 18% of all missing persons. Okay, so, and this is judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, judgment is going out. So in the time we coming into, like I said, keep the same energy of, I don't need no man. You want the scammer, the drug dealer, you got a lot of these women, they go both ways. A lot of these women, bro, you got these damn, bullies. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You got the bullies, they be wearing the strap-ons and shit, and they got a woman. Man, in the time of destruction, both of them are gonna be turned to women. Okay. Got these women trying to act like men, walking and talking and acting like men, getting fake facial hair, and when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna see the woman in her. Okay. But this is the reality. This is the time we coming into, man. Right, beautiful. This is Isaiah 34:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." Okay, so that speaks volumes right there. Okay, a lot of these women, they got all these benefits. They got all these men that these simps that cater to them, pay all their bills and buy their food and do all this, and the time we coming into, a simp ain't gonna be able to save you. All right. The guy that's buying your feet pics, or paying for your OnlyFans subscription, he ain't gonna be there to save you in the time of destruction. The only ones that are going to be left are the men of the Lord, and the men of the Lord are going to be able to read your spirit. All right? Look, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't care about your looks. The men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are really looking at your spirit to see if you right in the spirit, man. All right. But it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Right. And the speech is coming from the mouth of the prophets. And we telling you that a time of trouble is coming, man, especially for you women. Okay. It says, "Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." Right. The vintage shall fail. All the, government assistance, all the, the OnlyFans and all of that nonsense, right? All this vanity that women care so much about, all of that shit's going to come to an end very soon. Very soon. And women are going to be crying and begging for a man of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. And a lot of them are going to get rejected. Okay. A lot of them are going to get rejected. And really, that's their judgment for, the things that they have done on the earth, especially towards men, even men of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. That's another thing for you brothers that have had a woman that has crossed you, especially you brothers of the faith of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. You might have had a woman that has crossed you, done you dirty. And she's fucked in that day. All right. The Lord's going to make sure that she gets repaid for that. All right. She ain't going to walk away scotch-free. For you women out here that are, walking over the men of the Lord or trying to, talking back, out of order, you through in that day. You're done. You're not going to last. Okay. And when it happens, that's when everything is going to be refreshed in your mind. Okay. So we coming into a time, bro. We coming into a crazy time. All right. But this is Isaiah 32:2. Right? It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. Okay, so a man is going to be that protection from destruction. Okay, when all hell breaks loose, you got stuff like this going down. So I'm not going to play this video. Just skimming through it, you can see for yourself. Play the beginning one more time. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna play. But he goes to beating the shit out of all these women right here, and that's the time we coming into, bro. I mean, this is the reality of the times we living in. The evil world. Okay, the love of many waxing cold. This is what happens when the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And like I said, this is when the cops are still on the scene. When there's laws in play. Imagine when there's no more laws, there's no more food in the stores. Okay, women are going to be begging and crying for a man of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right, and a lot of them going to be, casted away. All right, but it says Isaiah 32:2. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. All right, and the wind represents destruction or death. Right, and so the hiding place. And it says a man is really talking about a man of the Lord, a man of Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Not just any old man, not these simp ass niggas out here, not these sissies. No, a man of the Lord, a man that has the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashmi Shai is going to be protection to these women out here, man. All right. Obviously, the elect ladies, because you are going to have the elect ladies that are going to be saved. Okay, but these women that are going to be saved, they're going to be in order, they're going to be quiet, they're going to be humble, they're going to be lowly. Okay, they're going to be keepers of the house. They're going to know how to keep a house, up, taking care of children. They're not going to be all these women out here that love to talk back. They talking shit. They got attitude problems. They're they're proud. They're not going to make it. They're through. Okay, they're going to be set up. They're going to be caught off guard like this. Okay, and the time we coming into, you might have a man. You go to have an attitude, or you get mad, or you go walk away, and then you get your ass beat like this. Hey, that's on you. Okay, you want to let your pride get the best of you, you're through. Okay, so women that have those pride demons, that got bipolar disorder and shit like that, they're fucked in that time. All right, that's why you better overcome that shit now, because if you don't, you're fucked. You're through. Okay, but Isaiah 32:2, it says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So a man of Yahweh Bashmi Shai is going to be protection. This is why women need a man. Okay. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear to my speech. Yeah, all you careless women, which the brother already dropped this, but I'm going to read it again. It says, I'm going to jump verse 11, Isaiah 32:11. Tremble, you women that are at ease. All right. Be troubled. All right. So for you, ladies that are watching, which really a lot of our viewers are men. Okay. When you go to the statistics, it'd be like 98% of the people that watch our videos are the men of the Lord, men. You might have 2% that are women. Women don't really tune into these videos, which is another reason why a lot of these women are going to be destroyed. Okay, and that's why it shows that this truth really isn't for women, anyways. All right, and obviously, if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it for the elect ladies. All right, but it says, "Tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled." All right, now are these women troubled now? No. Okay, they got all the government assistance, they got the simps, they got OnlyFans, so they're not trouble. But in the time we coming into, according to prophecy, they're going to be in trouble, and they're going to be in serious trouble. Okay, it says, "You careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Right? They're not going to have the Gucci bags. They're not going to have the flip flops and the nice hair and the weave. Right? No, in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to be you're going to see a woman for who she really is, man. She ain't going to have no makeup on. Right? Ain't going to be no tampons in the stores. Hey, you're going to see a woman for who she truly is in the times we coming into, man. Okay, you're going to see her true colors, as the old saying is, or your true colors are coming. You're going to see a woman's true colors when all hell breaks loose, man. Right? But this is Micah 7:10. It says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it." All right. Right now, these women are our enemies, man. Truth be told, the number one enemy is Esau, Edom, but a close number two is Eve. Our own women are our enemies. Okay, and you see it. I mean, you see how they treat the men of Yahweh. You see how the so-called black woman treats the so-called black man, or you see how the Latina woman treats the so-called Latino man, and vice versa. All right. There's no respect. There's no order. That's going to come and bite them in the ass. All right. Micah 7:10, it says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it." All right. These women going to see it. All right. They're going to learn the hard way. All right. When words can't teach you, adversity will. Okay. It says, "And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is Yahweh thy power?" Yeah. It says, "My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets," like shit in the street. These women are going to be, getting trampled all over like the shit in the streets. Right. And right now, these women are playing the field, right? Hopping from man to man. They got this liberty, this freedom to just, be with a man and drop him and go to the next man and drop him and, to the next and the next. Well, soon we coming into a time where you ain't going to be doing that, but you riding the cop carousel, but soon it's going to ride you. Okay. A lot of these women going to be getting tossed around to and fro by all these different men, that are seeking to, use and abuse you. All right, let me add this brother to say, "Hey, Shalom,
Yo, Shalom, Malak. Yabashim Shabakatah.
Yabashim Shabakatah. You see what we going into, man.
Yeah.
Eve stank ass, man. Eve stank ass. These women are through, man. These women are through. I don't know if you saw the video I dropped in the chat, right?
Nah, yeah. I seen it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. You can go ahead and touch on it real quick, man. I mean, I've been going at it, so yes,
I got to
say. Go ahead, and you can break it down too.
All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, and starting at verse 5, it says, "And to the others he said," actually, let me start at verse 4. Ezekiel 9:4, "And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." Okay, and that mark is a spiritual mark, which is known as a tawab. All right, most likely the more so the men that sigh and cry are the prophets. Okay, you don't have everybody out here sighing and crying, man. Okay, you don't have everybody out here upset for the current things that's going on in America, man. But the Lord told him, send a mark. Okay, once again, is a spiritual mark, not a physical mark, in the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Verse 5 is and to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. So these spirits, man, that the Lord is going to unleash with these death angels, okay, they're going to be, in the midst of Babylon the Great, and basically taking a lot of people out, okay. And so those who don't have that Thawad, okay, which the mark of exemption, all right, they're going to basically be out here for the taking. Verse 6 says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. And we know how the Lord is a respect of no persons. So it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your stature, your network. None of that shit matters to the Lord.
Your gender.
Your gender, the Lord doesn't see that. He sees spirits. Okay, as Father of spirits, he sees spirits, man. Okay, and that's why it says slay utterly old and young, both maids, which maids are women. Okay, and it says and woman. So it's explained it twice. And I'm gonna look up the definition of maid. What is a maid? Okay, because that's the importance of these scriptures, man. Maid. I'm going to the maid Etam online because I know they'll give me a better definition.
And what do we got in this world we live in today? Like I've been saying the whole video, you got a bunch of what? I'm a single ladies and Megan Thee Stallions and sex reds, bro. Especially among the younger generation. I mean, the younger generation of women, these women are through. So times we coming into, if you don't have a man of Yahweh Shemi Awashai for you women, you through. You done, bro. You're not gonna be able to last in the times we coming into, man.
Look, bro, I just looked up the word maid in Etam online, and it says an unmarried woman, usually young. And so basically that goes into young women, just women in general, man. Okay, and it says in women, but come not near any man upon whom is the Thawad, okay, the mark. But basically concerning this video, man, you see how that dude just ran up on them women and he just let out his full wrath upon them, man. This is what's gonna be happening to women on an everyday basis, everyday scale. These women walk around prideful, okay, like they can't be touched. But when the time happens where the Lord allows all hell to break loose, there won't be no government assistance, there won't be no aid, there won't be no police to assist you in a time of uproar and anarchy and sedition. Nobody's gonna come to your rescue, man. All right, even these simp niggas, they're not even gonna be doing that shit. They're not gonna be wearing capes in that day. And then I think it says in Jeremiah, it says, why do I see every man upon his hands upon his loins as women?
Yeah.
So that's, come on, man. You think these men are gonna be out here, stepping in the way of gunfire and a pack of men are ravaging women? You think he gonna go in there and save them? Nah, man. Ain't nobody doing that shit. And it just goes to show you how, you women got it bad. You gonna get it bad, man. If you don't repent to Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, you Israelite women, and get in your rightful order, you can very well likely, be subject to all these things that's coming, man. Which is a lot of things. We gotta also remember there's more women on earth than there is men. So it would make sense for why that scripture said maids and women. That's 2 times. But it says, finishing, it says, but come not near any man upon whom is the Thawad, okay, which is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. So the Lord's going to begin at his sanctuary, his house, his people, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, woman, and children. And that goes for those who know that they're Israelites, and also for those who don't know. Regardless, he's still going to start at his house. And it says, Then they begot at the ancient men which were before the house. Okay. So for those who know this the truth, all right, and for the people who know it and they still, don't submit to Yahweh Shema Shai, it's gonna be bad with you as well.
And people don't understand that. That's why there is something called Jacob's trouble, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose in any situation, bro, in a time of war, the most vulnerable is women and children. All right.
Yep.
So I got this account in Maccabees, 2 Maccabees 5, King Antiochus. You got to read the whole thing. I'm just going to get right to the point. This is 2 Maccabees 5 and 11. It says, now when this that was done came to the king's car, he thought that Judea had revolted. Whereupon, removing out of Egypt in a furious mind, he took the city by force of arms and commanded his men of war not to spare such as they met. And this is the time we come in, Revelation 12 and 12. The devil's going to come down with great wrath, just like in the time of, the Maccabees or, Esau, Edom, the Romans,
Mm-hmm.
But it says there was, it says, and to slay such as went up upon the houses. Thus there was killing of young and old, making away of men, women, and children, slaying of virgins and infants. So that's the times we're coming into. Infants, virgins, and infants going to be getting judged.
Yeah.
It says, and there were destroyed within the space of 3 whole days 80,000, whereof 40,000 were slain in the conflict, and no fewer sold than slain. Yet was he not content with this, but presumed to go into the most holy temple of the world, Menelaus, that traitor to the laws and to his own country, being his guide. You read the rest, and this was Antiochus, all right, which was he was a violent ruler. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're in it right now, and Esau Edom's ruling the earth. So when he comes out with great wrath, bro, it's not going to be pretty. All right, you're gonna have these foreign troops, you're gonna have Edomite troops, and they're gonna be taking women and doing what they please with them, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's spoils of war.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, real quick.
They basically gonna do what you would do in the time of you spoiling, man. You're gonna do as you please, and that's how even in the book of Esdras it tells you how the course of their actions sustaining their power, which I don't know if you got it or not, but these people are basically gonna do what they will, man, what they can. So a lot of these women out here, going out sharing bare ass and straight cleavage, in that day, they're gonna be wrapped up looking like mommies and shit. Because
Salaki, you said what book? The book of what?
Esdras, the course of the action standing their power.
Nah, you can actually grab that if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, grab it. I ain't going into that yet, so you can grab that one. You can touch on it too. Touch on that bad boy. Yeah. That's the time we're coming into, bro. It's gonna be a lawless society. All right, a lawless society, and that spirit of I don't need no man, that's out the door, out the window in that day.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Of course. Here it is. 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 15 it says, actually verse 14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So there's destruction that's coming to the world, man, to this place, and into the people that live here. It says, because that's the inhabitants. Okay, that's the people that dwell here. It says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. So the sword, man. Okay, that modern day sword is the gun, which everybody got a gun now, man. Even you might have these little 9mm. Everybody got a gun. But it says how that sword is drawing nigh, man, to where these people are literally gonna have to be put up to that in a situation to where they're gonna have to use that gun, man. Either you use it or it'll be used against you. And it says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. which we see. We already see how America itself is a divided country. You have Republicans, you have the Democrats, which both of these people, they can't even sit at a dinner table and eat, without coming at each other next. So how much more when the society collapsed? All right, you know how they said Civil War, and that Civil War movie, which we got to watch.
Yeah,
it shows a perfect example of what's going to come to America. But even the Lord's going to oversee that, man. Okay, but the people are literally going to be going at each other's necks, man. And that's why it says in swords in their hands. So guns, man, literally the modern day sword is the gun. Shit, even swords, machetes, knives, whatever, bro. Whatever these people can find, man. Verse 16 says, "For there shall be sedition among men." Sedition, meaning the people of being ruled by the government. These people are literally going to say F their governors, fuck the senates, okay, the president, to hell with that authoritative, body. Okay, they're going to do as they please in that time, man. Because really, in all actuality, these governments are going to fail these people, man. They're going to lead these people to fend for themselves.
And who relies on the government the most?
Keisha. The women.
Exactly, Keisha. They got what? Got the government assistance. They got food stamps. They got WIC. They got Section 8. Then you got these simps that are paying for all their bills. All of that shit. The government is not going to help you women. And the time we coming into, you're gonna see the serpent that you trust so much is gonna bite you in the ass. All right.
Yeah.
Even the serpent,
they don't understand that.
Yeah, exactly. So like right now, Eve and the serpent are like two peas in a pod. They love each other. They together, but soon Eve is gonna be betrayed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because they don't, man, they don't understand like these Evites, that be getting down with these damn Edomites, man, be laying in the bed with them. They don't understand that these damn Edomites, they can't stand y'all ass, bro. They can't stand Keisha, bro. The only thing you good for is for pleasure, man. And when they get done with that, man, you see what they do to you. They kill your ass. They be killing your ass off. They come up, Eve be coming up missing and being lynched, and body parts be dismembered from linking with some Edomite she just met off a day nap or social media. But it says for there shall be sedition among men. Okay, so these people, they not gonna care, bro. All right, they not gonna listen to the government. Why? Because the government is not going through what they're going through. You think these people gonna listen to these damn fucking crooked ass politicians and held to what they say and trust their word? No. Fuck no, man. The politicians ain't in the poverty. They're not in the hood with these people, man. They're not in the Section 8 or live in the same neighborhood, man. These in that time, these people of authority and figure, they're gonna be hid. They're gonna be good. While y'all people out here to defend for yourself, especially you women. Okay, and it says, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their acts shall stand in their power. So once again, whatever these people seem fit to do and they can do it, they're gonna do it. Who gonna stop them? And if a nigga want to try to stop him and this man got a sword on him, it's not gonna end good for that Captain Saberhole, man.
For real, and that's another thing. My brother just said it. You can't be no Captain Saberhole in this time. You can't be in the spirit of, you just want to save her because she got a nice body, bro. No, bro. The Lord, see, that's going to be the difference between these simps and these, pushovers versus the men of Yahweh Shai. The Lord is going to be dealing with the men of the Lord. You might see a woman, she might be attractive, she might look good, but the Lord might tell you, nah, don't take her in. Trust me, keep moving. You're going to have to trust the Lord. All right, but a simp is just gonna say, all he gonna see is a fat ass, and go for it, and you get destroyed. Like in the movie The Matrix, where the scene with the woman in the red dress, it ended up being an agent, ended up being someone that was trying to kill you. So, and that's another thing. They show you that in the movie. And what's that movie with Denzel? The Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Where they had that woman that was like crying. She was crying. Denzel, heard her, and then she was really there to set him up. You had all the people that came up out of nowhere, because it was a setup So you're gonna have a lot of women like that too. A lot of women that are gonna be out here crying on the side of the street the whole time she's, she's bait, you know, so you can get robbed or some shit. So you got to be circumspect in this time. Definitely can't be no Captain Save-A-Ho, man. But I got this article in the back. It says black women in the U.S. murdered 6 times more often than white women. And that was February 8th, 2024. So you got all these so-called black women. You got Eve going missing, and this is judgment from the Lord, bro. Eve stank ass, walking around like, nothing can touch her, but she's the highest statistic concerning murder.
Mm-hmm.
She getting murdered the most. She getting dragged to the woods. You got that. You had that so-called black woman that was pretty much chopped up by some Edomite. Literally, met on a dating app. These women are meeting these Eve trying to get with Esau, get with the white man, and you end up going missing, your body all in different places. Into a river or some shit. But hey, that's the times we coming into, bro. And hey, all we can say is another one bites the dust. Okay, another one bites the dust, man. But you got anything? I think your mic went off.
My fault, bro. Let me see.
You can grab. I'll grab something real quick. If you want to find something, I got something real quick. This is a classic. It's Isaiah 4:1. It says, "And in that day, what day? The time of Jacob's trouble, the time we coming into, when all hell breaks loose, when it's a lawless society, no more cops. You're gonna call the police. You're gonna go to the dial tone. It's gonna ring busy." But it says, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man." Okay, that's the title of the lesson. This is why women need men. For what? Protection. So in the time we coming into, you're gonna have, one man might have 20 women next to him. Okay, and these women are gonna be women of the elect ladies, women that are humble, lowly, quiet, know how to play their role. But it says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel." Now, if you're a woman in this society, you might find a woman on a dating app or find a woman in the street. She wants you to take her out. You got to buy her this. You got to buy her the seafood boil. You got to try to get her. She wants her nails done. She wants this. She wants that. She wants new clothes. You got to take her places. And in the time we're going into, fuck all that shit. These women that are going to be cleaving to the men, they're going to be begging, please, look, you don't got to buy me nothing. I'll get my own clothes. I'll get my own food.
Yeah.
Just take me in. But it says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay. And part of that reproach is, feminism, equality, equal rights. Hey, equal rights, equal fights. All right. Yeah. All right. Ooh, like I said, I'm not going to play this bad boy, but equal rights, equal fights. So these women want to be equal. Okay. Well, in this time that we coming into, fight your way out.
What? Equal rights, equal lefts. Shit.
Equal rights, equal left. Real talk.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 in verse 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. So it's basically going to be like, man, it's going to be like it's actually going to be like a video game, but RRL, man. Like you ever played The Last of Us?
Right.
Okay, at that time it's really like every man for themselves. Literally every man for themselves, to where people are going to be pillaging, ravaging, that's going to be everyday, thing, a skill that, an asset that these people are going to pick up, going into people's homes and taking and, rationing amongst each other. which really you won't even see people clicked up like that as much. And if they are, man, a lot of them gonna be cannibals, man. A lot of them gonna be sick people, sick, demented people. Okay, but these people are literally gonna be, coming up against every which one. That's why it says in Matthew how for because iniquity shall abound, the love of many will wax cold, and you gonna see it, man. We all gonna see that shit, bro. Like, bro, fucking chivalry is already dead. Okay, that's just been going, man. So how much more for you prideful women that just fix your mouth to talk crazy to a grown ass man? You know, in that time, you man, it's gonna be bad for y'all, man. That's why it says, verse 32 again. It says, "And the earth shall be laid waste." Yeah, everything's gonna be messed up, man. These cities gonna be trashed down. These convenience stores, overthrown. All of it. The homes, your gated communities, all of that shit is gonna be laid to waste, and their fields thereof shall wax old in her ways, and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, man. Yeah, because you're not gonna have, people out here to till and to make neat, the ground and the grass and cut the trees and things, man. It says, because no man shall travel there through. Verse 33 says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Okay, and a lot of that's going to come from these men being drafted, to fight, World War III, and also, more so the Lord just dishing out judgment, for the men that stay over here in America. A lot of these men gonna die off. That's why, the brother brought out Isaiah 4:1, because it also plays a heavy part of a man being precious than fine gold. And that goes into the Israelite man, the man of Yahweh Shema Shah. Everybody else, fucking ball player, a trapper, finesser, scammer, blue collar man. You could be all that shit, man. Politician. If you don't got the Lord, man, you finito in that time. And that's why these women are gonna mourn. They're gonna be weeping, and they're gonna be in a sad state, man, because they don't have a man. They don't have a figure to guide them or to protect them in that time. They're literally going to be out here for the taking. Okay, and it says their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Okay, and in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, which going into World War III. And it says, and their husbands shall perish of famine. A lot of these men gonna die from famine, man. And you're gonna go over there fucking fight in World War III. They're gonna perish from famine even before those nukes come. It's gonna be a big thing of a famine. A lot of people gonna die of famine over here too in Babylon the Great. And it says, verse 35, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord, man. So you gotta understand these things, man. You woman gotta get in where you fit in. That's what a Israelite man. Okay.
And for the ones of you that don't, fuck you.
Real shit.
Ones of you that don't, we ain't gonna waste our time, bro. We ain't losing no sleep over Keisha, bro. Trust and believe that. Really, and a lot of the 2/3 is gonna be women, anyways, man. There's more women on earth than men. So we coming into that time, bro. So and for you brothers, man, that you gotta overcome Eve, man. You gotta overcome Eve. Trust me, the Lord gonna have finer things set up for you, bro. Fuck Eve, bro. But to balance it out, you are gonna have the elect lady. You do have women of the tribes that are getting right, that are following order, getting in order. But the Elder Apostle Hart recently did a video too that he went into it. Then the apostles going into it every once in a while, where they tell us, look, we don't even need the Israelite woman to bring back a nation. Okay, the Lord can literally wipe out every single Israelite woman on this earth. As long as we're here, because we hold the seed, we can bring our nation back through any woman. Okay, because you are what your father is. So the Lord can wipe out every Israelite woman if he wanted to. Okay, we don't need y'all. All right, y'all need us. All right. Now, obviously, there is gonna be the elect lady, but that's just the reality. You know, you women need to be humble, bro.
Yeah, it's facts.
But that's all I got. You got anything else, Doc?
Um, nah, that's all I got.
Conway, you know. Let me see if I got anything on the comment section. No, that's it. Actually, no, let me grab.
Oh, let me see.
I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab Jeremiah 30. This is Jeremiah 30 in verse 5. It says, you know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. Let me see what it says in the Bible Hub. Like, we go into this a lot in King James, Jacob's trouble. But let's see what the other verse says. 30 and 4. All right.
Oh, I found one.
Go ahead, Doc. You can
Uh,
break it down too. Go ahead.
okay, Luke 23 in verse 28. It says, "But Yahweh Shai turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children." And this is talking about 70 AD. Okay, when the Lord prophesied of that catastrophic event that happened, he was telling them, he was prophesying. In that moment, he said, don't weep for me, don't cry for me, because it was the will that he had to go through what he was going to go through. But in that very moment, man, our Lord even prophesied unto them. It says, "Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me." So don't cry for me, man, but weep for yourselves. Cry for yourselves and for your children, because in that time, of 70 AD, man, Jake was going out bad, and even these women, to the point they was literally eating their own children. Okay, they were literally rationing their own children, that they birthed. All right, so this happened before then, but how much more, now, because history repeat itself. Verse 29 says, "For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear." So the women that can't, bring forth children, that can't have kids, man. It says, "Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the past which never gave suck." Yeah, because that's a less thing to worry about. A woman, a child, she's all about her child. So imagine in that time you got children and all hell's breaking loose. You can't protect your children. They'll be, like I said, children are liabilities, women are liabilities, man. It'll be a scary sight to see your child get judged right in front of you. But that's what time we're coming into, man.
Hey, you had in the time or the curses where you had women that were eating their children, man. That's
Yeah,
coming
I put that up. This is what he was talking about in Luke.
spirit.
Yeah.
You know, you had that account where the women were boiling their sons and shit. Like, oh, bro, it's about to get ugly out here, man. And that's coming back too. All right, a
Yeah.
lot of these women, they got these little badass children. They gonna be on their plate, you know.
Yeah.
But I got Jeremiah 30 in the NLT. Okay, we're gonna do something different. So Jeremiah 30 and 4 says, "This is the message Yahweh gave concerning Israel and Judah,
Mm.
the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what the Lord says. I hear cries of fear. There is terror and no peace." This is the times we're coming into, a time of terror and no peace. There's going to be no peace. All right. It says, "Now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? Then why do they stand there, ashen faced, hands pressed against their sides like a woman in labor?" Right. So in this vision, Jeremiah is showing, or Yahweh is showing Jeremiah the time of Jacob's trouble, a time of fear, okay, a time that we coming into. And in this vision, he's seeing grown men screaming like they're in labor, okay, like women giving birth. So if men are screaming like that, how much more for you single ladies? All right. It says,
Yeah.
verse 7, "In all history, there has never been such a time of terror," bro.
Mm.
So in all history, you think of all the atrocious things that have happened on this earth, the times that we're entering into soon is going to outdo all of that, right? It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved. So the elect is going to be saved, though. Okay, not everybody, but the elect is going to be saved. All right. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
That's why it says, for my people Israel, yet in the day they will be saved. And we know how the scripture says all of Israel is not of Israel, man. So that's definitely talking about the elect. All right, the chosen. In that time, the Lord's gonna preserve them for salvation. But everybody else, they're gonna be left to those terrors, which cannot amount to anything that's happened. The history of mankind. Okay, you can take every book, every shit, anything from the archives and anything you can call to to a remembrance of mankind in the history, and it'll never compare to the time that the Lord is gonna literally put here on the earth, known as Jacob's trouble.
All right, let me
It's
grab
crazy, bro.
Daniel 12 in the NLT. It says the time of the end. Verse 1, Daniel 12 and 1. It says, at that time, Michael, the archangel who stands guard over your nation, will arise. So the time is going to be so bad that the Lord is going to send Michael, the archangel, to guard the elect. That's how bad it's going to be. We're literally going to need divine intervention. Even the men, we're not going to be able to save ourselves, bro. So that's why a man of the Lord is going to be protection for the women. We're not even going to be saving ourselves. The Lord is going to be, divinely delivering us, guiding us. We're not going to just be doing our own thing. We're going to be guided by the Lord willing. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And you women that are, with a man of the Lord, you're going to be guided by that man. Okay. You're going to follow the man. That's why there's order. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says, then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came into existence.
Damn.
So, a time of anguish.
But that's worse than slavery, bro. They would do some crazy shit, slavery, bro.
Yeah, you had the elder Kazak. He had a video. He said Jacob's trouble is going to outdo slavery. That's reality. That's the times we coming into, bro. It's gonna, because now during the time of slavery, they had ropes and whatever, whips. Now they got fucking drones. Now Terminators. Now they got fucking shit that you can't even imagine, bro. Lasers, crazy shit, bro. So imagine modern slavery.
That's fucking wild.
That's the times we enter into. This is why you're gonna need how wash me, I was shy. And during slavery, what were women? Women were getting ravished.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's get that. Women ravished. Grab that one real quick. Zechariah 14 and 2. Go ahead and grab that. You can break it down now. You can start at 1.
All right. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 1. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women's ravished. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people should not be cut off from the city. Women's ravished. Women being ravished is, it's basically, grape, being taken without, but with force, without any consent, man. And that's gonna literally, it's gonna be a norm, bro. Like, that shit's gonna be a norm. You already see it. It happened now. But how much more now when in that time, once sedition is literally in play. Okay, that shit, you're gonna be walking down the alley, seeing a whole fucking football field of men, football team of men, getting ready, asking you want next, what I'm saying, as about your way, just keeping pushing, man.
And it's only one girl. You got one hot girl, one single lady, and you got 30 men, And look, man,
Yup.
They're gonna get what they ask for. Women desire in this time. They want all this attention from men. They want all this attention from men. You're gonna get all the attention you ask for. Trust me. You want to go out there and show your ass, and you want men to look at you, right? But as soon as you look at them, they talk about what the fuck you looking at, you know?
Bro, they do that stupid shit, bro.
They dress all provocative. They dress all fucking like harlots, you know, for attention from men. But as soon as they get it, they act like they don't want it. That's that narcissistic shit.
That shit make you want to go up a bitch head, bro. In that time, that's what them men gonna do. They ain't gonna say nothing. They just gonna take, man. They just
gonna take it. Exactly. But hey, that's the time we're coming into, man. All right, you got anything else, Doc?
No. Nope.
That's all I got. I think we got all the meat off that bone. So we go ahead and close it out. And with that, hey, Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. As you see the title of the lesson, this is why women need a man. Okay, and the time we coming into, you single ladies, you're gonna realize why you need a man, not just any man, a man of the Lord, bro, a man of the Yahweh Shai. First verse I opened up with, it tells you, a man shall be more precious than fine gold, which is the elect, right? But it says women are randomly getting attacked. So if it's happening now, it's gonna happen a lot more in Jacob's trouble. All right. So hey, with that, Lord willing, was edifying to the hopeful elect. Goes out to all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh, Bahasham, Kodash, the one elders and apostles, the great millstone, who teach well, peace, and infinite salutations to the elect. The next time we say shalom.
Shalom.